European leaders in favor of a restrictive migration policy are gathering in Budapest today for a meeting of minds. It follows yesterday's vote in Hungary to stop Soros. That's a series of laws that criminalize any individual or group who help asylum seekers, including NGOs.
On the point from Ranking Member Raskin, he noted that George Soros does not have power. Alex Soros was asked if he would run for office, and he said that he would not because he believes that as head of the Open Society Foundations, he has more power than he ever would if he had any office in the land.
Well, based on what we just described, it sure looks like they got a lot of influence. And all we're saying is maybe we shouldn't send American tax dollars to these organizations that are undermining American taxpayers. Wow.
Who wants the world to revolve around him. When his fantasy of becoming president came true, his narcissism developed a pathological dimension.
But I don't think that's the fundamental. I don't think technology is the fundamental issue in democracy. Democracy is messy. I mean, democracy is about contestation of ideas. It's about plurality. It's about people having different truths. Actually, now, fundamentally, how society lives together civically in those contestations is obviously quite tricky. But I think that if we play too much on this disinformation card, we're taking responsibility away from ourselves to actually create a narrative that inspires people to vote and to believe in democracy and democratic institutions. And on the institutional part, I think that we can talk about institutions as these abstract things, but institutions are also about people. And we just heard this point about untrustworthy people, and we talked about things in the United States like checks and balances, which aren't written anywhere but are customs. And one man, Donald Trump, literally came in and just took that all away.
Man, let's keep it real. We gotta keep it real, boy. It's a movement out here in these streets, and I'm loving this movement, man. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Donald Trump targeting the people who are the most. I mean, they're the problems for America. George Soros and his wonderful radical left son should be charged with RICO because of their support for violent protesters and much more. Although throughout the United States, we're not going to allow these lunatics to rip apart our country anymore. Never given it so much as a chance to breathe. Remember when he was like, I can't breathe. That was sponsored by Soros through USAID funding. And be free. Soros and his group of psychopaths have caused great damage to our country. That includes his crazy West Coast friends. Be careful. We're watching you. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, guys, I don't have inside baseball from men, but I have inside baseball from the Lord. And here's what's playing out. You have Donald going into the blue cities to shut down all the crime. And then you have Soros behind the scenes, him and his son telling the Democratic Party, hey, we're going to send out new marches. We're going to march into the streets. And if they go into certain cities, we're going to foment violence. And we're going to have leftists go violent. And so they're going to fund the protests. And underneath the cover of the protests is when the violence is going to come. Because they need a clash to slow down the stopping of crime in black neighborhoods and various different neighborhoods around. Hell, at this point in time, the crime is just everywhere in every blue city. So the way to slow it down is you need this new George Floyd moment. You need the illegal alien to get killed by one of the National Guardsmen or a police officer to shoot a black person. But the only way you can get that is if you get people out into the streets. And so they're preparing for war on the left. But the war is not like just run out with a gun and shoot people. No. That's not their style of war. Their style of warfare it's information war. It's emotional. It's witchcraft. It's manipulation. And so Donald's sitting here saying, no. I wish he would just say it. No, Trick, you dirty sandy beach. We ain't playing this with you. We gonna get you. And this is some movement, but it's even more movement than this. This is just articles because I haven't seen Donald say anything. But hold on, let me show you who else we got some moving and shaking with. Hold on. This dirty sandy beach. Report: Bill Gates stopped providing funding to foundation pushing woke causes. Now, I need RICOs on all these. I need all of them to get RICOs, and I need all of them to get arrested. Especially this no good, low down, rotten, pot belly goblin, Bill Gates. Now, to be clear with you, my last video I did on them, it was up there. It was going to 30,000 views, and YouTube hit it with a yellow flag because this they boys. So they cut off the reach of that video and hit it with a yellow flag, saying it wasn't advertiser friendly because this they people. Inside of Google, this they people. This the people they protect. I'm so damn happy. And I'm going to say it, and I mean it this team. I hope God damns Bill Gates and Soros and Alexander Soros straight to hell. I pray every day that the Lord will take their life and damn them to hell for what they've done. For the lives that they've taken, for the millions of dollars of property damage they've done, for the generations of families they destroyed. And so this is the greatest news ever. Forever. Yeah, this is the greatest news ever. And I want to see this being pursued to the fullest. And I know y'all not going to like this inside of YouTube, but I don't give a shit. I said this last time. I don't give a damn. That you don't like the fact that, oh, I think Soros and I think Bill Gates are great people. I'm going to hit you with a yellow flag. No, I don't give a shit. Sorry. This is the problem that we got. We have this censorship that comes in that don't allow us to talk about real wicked people. And then that same wicked person is feeding you fake meat made from a black woman's cancer cells. Yeah. You eating fake meat, fake fish from a black woman's cancer cells, and you eating it. But you stop me from talking about it, stop me from protecting you. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. To the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Yeah, I'm happy. Because you gotta understand, people like Soros, they got warrants for these dudes all over the place. And see, the minute we get arrest warrants for Soros, Alexander Soros, Bill Gates, all these people in the United States, which is what the RICO case is going to open up, because when they open a RICO case, it's going to go through all them dudes. It's going to follow the money, man. And that's leading back to politicians. That's leading back to local judges. That's leading back to, man. And it's going to lead right back to Dr. Evil right here. Sorry, I ain't got no audio to play for you. I ain't got nothing to play for you. I ain't got no whole bunch of people talking. I'm just bringing this news to you because it's important. I know people won't be distracted. They want to hear somebody say something. Blah, 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 blah. Nah. These sons of bitches need to go to prison. All of them. They are not heroes. There's nothing heroic about Soros and Bill Gates. And see, if this shot across the bow hits them, then Larry Fink and his friends at BlackRock really got to take some time and think about what they're doing. Because right now I showed you a video the other day, they got together, they had a video, it was like, yeah, we put together this fund, and it's going to be a fund to help with the green initiatives, and we're going to do the fund, and we have governments on board, and we have, about how he does, and he sticks his fingers in his nose, we have governments on boards, and he sticks his finger in his ear, and he's like, we have governments on board that are going to help us do what we need to do. Yeah, I like this. That's all I wanted to show you. I just want you to see that there's actual movement, baby, on both fronts. Everybody talking about Soros, and that's cool. But ain't nobody seeing what's being said about Bill. And I don't understand why everybody's so afraid of Bill, but maybe one of these days it'll come to the light. But I want to see Soros go. I want to see Bill go. If we can put these two, if we can get these two in prison, boy, the only thing it leaves is people like Peter Thiel. This is the old generation of demons. Now this new generation, man. Boy, the new generation of demons, they something else. That's what I'm going to tell you. They something else. They are something else. We're going to do next video on the new generation of the upgraded version of these damn demons right here.